Day one of dinosaur hunting. As you can see, it is a lot of just digging, wiping things away, moving dirt. At this point, I am finding nothing. Maybe a few small little pieces, fragments of bone, scale, not much. I've sped this up because this is over an hour's worth of footage. I really wish it had actually gone this fast because it's very hot today and I'm not finding anything. You'll note that I'm not really using my right hand very much. I broke my elbow a few days before and can't really do much. They had me just move position. It's much better if you're a righty. Unfortunately, I was doing everything lefty. But they did have a good reason. The wind was blowing in my face and constantly causing problems. Pretty soon they had me move because, as you can see, not much is being found. Lots of digging, lots of sweeping, nothing much. At the new position I found even less, actually. But I did move a lot of earth, and hopefully I helped uncover stuff for other people. And this will lead us into day two. Day two of dinosaur hunting. Today I'm in a different location, and I am having a great deal more success. I'll be talking about one of my other successes later on. As you can see, it looks like I found something. I've got glue next to me. I will be gluing some stuff. In a minute, the resident paleontologist will be coming over and we'll be looking at chunks of bone.
All right, let's see what you got. Okay, so this piece, you can just put this one right in your bag.
Yeah.
This is a bob.
Yeah.
There's just no way that's going to stay together. It's just so dry that the glue isn't even going to stick.
Okay, it's just a chunk of bone.
Chunk of bone.
Okay, hang on. But that's not
Oh yeah,
what
you got something right there too. Good.
Yeah. No,
Excellent.
Wait, there's something also below it. Hang on.
Okay, put those guys in there.
And there's something right there as well, it looks like.
Yeah, you got a couple of things going on there. Good.
I'm not going to get
Good.
anything out, but because...
No, but you know what? You're finding things, which is important.
Bob stands for bit of bone, and that's what I was finding.
Ooh. What? I don't know what I've got here.
Okay.
It's the coolest thing ever. Science guy.
Well, the dark to the right there is definitely something. And then that piece in front of the stone is something. The other piece I think is just stone. That little one, yep, that one's bone. That one's bone. That one's bone.
That's what I was pointing at.
Okay. The round one, looks like stone.
What round one?
Kind of the one that's in between all three of them, the biggest piece.
This?
Yep.
That's stone.
Yep.
No, that's what I wasn't pointing at that one. I haven't even looked at... No, I'm trying to dig out this... Carefully dig out this piece.
As you can see, I am now trying to get those pieces out. There were 3 pieces I was pointing out to the paleontologist. They are very difficult to see from this angle. They were tricky to see from even just above them. This is not the best angle to be viewing a paleontology dig from, but at the time I set up the action camera, I let it go and promptly didn't pay much attention to it. So as you can see, lots of brushing, lots of carefully scraping things away. You can see the paleontologist digging in the background, trying to unearth more stuff carefully, getting it going. There I am brushing, scraping, and lots of gluing too. There are other people on this dig which I'm talking to. I'm placing pieces of bob in my bag and constantly just trying to get some of those interesting pieces out. In a few minutes we're going to go take a closer look at one of the pieces. The camera does not move It's just that it gets pointed out a lot better.
Gosh, that almost looks like a tooth, huh?
Yeah, and I'm doing a horrible job of getting it out. I just glued it, so.
Okay. You did a good job of getting everything and covering everything. It has a shape. Maybe it's too thick.
I can't tell.
That's fine.
I'm thinking bone fragment, but
Yeah.
but the shape and it kind of looks like it tapers underneath. That's the only. Ooh.
Is
Sorry.
it your elbow?
My arm.
Oh, gotcha.
I injured myself Sunday.
Oh
and
gosh.
I'm normally a righty, so.
Oh gosh, that's not helping. Well, it's definitely bone. It had the shape, but it's too thick
bone.
this way.
Yeah.
Yep, so you're just gonna, again, best you
Alright.
can, just scrape the best you can.
That's what I've been doing. But I couldn't tell if it was a bone or.
Yep, it's definitely a bone. I'd say it's too. It's not round. It's kind of.
Okay.
It's,
Couldn't tell if bone, claw, or whatever.
yeah, I'm definitely thinking it's bone. So.
All right.
Yeah, do the best you can. Got it nice and glued up, so.
Oh, good.
At this point, I just keep working and working and working, and eventually I finally get it free, get it loose enough that it can come out. At that point, the paleontologist will take a look at it.
All right, it's out.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
A nice bob.
Okay.
A lot of work for a bob, huh?
Nah?
Dinosaur bob.
Yep.
There's no still of this because I actually have forgotten which piece of bob this was. I didn't think to show the camera as I think I had forgotten about it about this time. I just kept digging, and as you can see by the timestamp, I know the day and timestamps are wrong, but the timestamp does show about how much time has passed since I started the camera.
I don't know what I found, but it's a good one. I guess I'd say floating rib. Let's see. Oh boy.
As I said, a lot more success on this day.
But I can see there's more around it, I think. I accidentally cracked
No,
that.
that's alright, don't worry about it. We all break stuff.
It,
It's a long piece.
it is a very long piece.
Yeah. So I would just make sure it looks like it ends there. So I would make sure you get some glue on this.
Yeah.
Very
I
good.
put some glue on some of it. I know. I tried to glue that back.
It's alright. You want to just, glue comes out quick, so be careful.
Sorry.
That's alright. If We may wait anyway. We'll just leave that piece off. We know where it goes.
Okay.
So let that dry, and then we'll just work around it. You should be able to get that out in one piece. It'll be a nice bob for you.
Okay.
And if not, we'll glue it back together as the pieces come out too. So.
Okay.
Good. You guys are going. Yeah.
Bones, when they're taken out of the ground, oftentimes are cracked, brittle, so a lot of glue is used to hold them together until they can be properly processed, cast made, things like that. This piece of bob was quite broken, but we were able to keep it mostly together. And you'll see it come out of the ground in just a minute.
Whew. It's out. Wow. Glue, 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 glue.
At that point, that was the last major piece I found for the day. At this point, I'm trying to dig out what will become a rock. We spent a lot of time digging out rocks, carefully, because at times it's hard to tell bone from rock. I've also removed my glove. Actually, I think I wish I'd done that much earlier. It's much easier to dig, excavate without the glove on. The glove is needed for some protection, but what I was doing, it could easily be done without it. But much earlier, I did find a very, very unique piece. When I called the paleontologist over, it was measured, it was tracked, it was located, it was recorded. At the very end of this, you will see the piece that I found. It is not in part of my collection, as it was what we call an interesting find, something that goes to either the museum. Once it's identified, either it will be offered to me or it will stay at a museum, but I'm recorded as the finder of this particular piece. But again, lots of digging, not finding very much. The crunching sound you heard in the background earlier was somebody putting all this into a sieve and shaking out to see if there's any bones that got mixed in with some of this, and maybe there's a piece that got dumped as the side rock, and sometimes we found a really interesting piece there too.